Hey, this is Rick and welcome back to my channel, Fibros66. That's F-I-B-R-O-S 66. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I know I've been trying to build this channel up. I'm trying to share things with the community that I feel may help us work, especially in the health area. I do have another channel. It's SMARD58. That's Dreams Backwards, number 58. And that's more on like some small DIY projects, pets, and all kinds of different things. It's all encompassed. But for this channel, my health channel, I keep everything on here that's health related. Now, if you know my story and you followed my story, you understand that I have some medical issues, a lot of pain associated with them. I'm no different than anybody else in the world. We all have issues. Mine have just gotten worse, and I look at alternative ways of trying to do things, you know, without being stuck on opiate. I take my share of opiates too, like everybody else does. But I look at other ways now, because one of my other top issues besides cervical issues is fibromyalgia. I know it's rare, very rare for men, but we're starting to see it more and more now because we've gone years and years with just thinking it's pains from getting older. And I was in the construction business. I put up with it for a long time until I figured out exactly what it was, and I was diagnosed 5 years ago. With men, we don't seem to go to the doctors as much. We don't report our pains as much. So that's the reason why this is now being more prevalent. More guys are more in tune to it. And with these different channels, whether they be websites on Facebook for group, or which I would recommend, there's one Men with Fibromyalgia Only. If you're just a man and you just want to get a man's perspective, nothing against the women. I hope they follow this channel too, so that maybe they can get some of the stuff that I've done that has maybe helped me. So without rambling on, of course it's one of our problems with fibromyalgia. We can't seem to put all our thoughts and processes together. It's called flavorful. And I'm not reading from any kind of script or anything like that. I just shoot from the hip. So on this particular review, this is going to be a little bit out of the box, pardon the pun, for some people. I've been putting it off for a long time because of the stigmatism of it. I was worried about what kind of reaction I was going to get, but now, you know what, I'm sorry, I don't care. I currently live in a state that supports medical marijuana. That's the state of Delaware. Check that video down there. That tells you how I went through that process and how you can go through that process if you're in our state. Or maybe your state's in the process of getting their own legalization for medical patients. Anyway, I showcased some other things before. And I showcased these silicone bowls for smoking medical marijuana. Cannabis, to be exact. And I won't go into detail on them. I got them from a place called Puff Puff Pass It. They're online. I'll give you a link. This and to any other products that I come across, they'll be on my YouTube. Underneath the video on YouTube in the description part, and you can link to all this stuff. I am an affiliate of theirs now, so I do appreciate it if you go through that link. That'll help me to put out some more videos, and maybe you can suggest some other things. Thanks, King. That was my buddy King. He's our rescue cat. And so anyway, I recommend these. They're silicone. Check that video out, like I said, down there. Click on it. That'll tell you more about that kind of stuff. So instead of using that with our medical marijuana, I've come across this product. It's by Yocan. It's the Evolve D Plus. It's a dry herb pen. Because I get tired of using the wick that I use to smoke it with. That video is also down there if you want to click on that. And I get tired of constantly having to find something to light it up or use that water pipe there. Some used to call it the bongs or whatever. So we have this now. And hopefully you can see that okay. It has a mouthpiece and atomizer tube, a dry herb coil, which is a heating up coil, and a battery, which is rechargeable, plus a storage jar on the bottom. It has a micro USB cable that comes with it for charging, a cleaning brush, and one extra coil, and the rest that I showed you. And it's by Yocan Tech, which is YOCANTECH.com. But you can get it through these guys. Puff Puff Pass It. Like I said, I'll leave that link underneath. There's nothing really to the box except it says fast heating, unique storage jar, functional mouthpiece, micro USB port, 1100 milliamp battery, and huge capacity chamber. And there's the other part. So like I said, it's been a long time. I've actually had this for quite a while, and I've been dreading putting this video up. I haven't really felt that great, to be honest with you. Okay, let me fast forward this. I'm having problems with my fingers, and we'll come back. All right, so there we go. The cellophane's been removed. And there it is. It's a nice little hard box. It's not very big. Roughly comes in at about 5 inches, and it's coming in at about 3/4 width. Not very big, comes right out there, has a nice rubbery texture right here. Does have threads in it, you just unscrew it like that. And if you can see right there, it's like it's built-in screen. And I imagine all this pulls apart here also. And it does. Has like a little small port in there. You take that apart. Put that all back together now. And the back, like they were talking about, there's a little storage area where you can put your dry herb. Now you could smoke tobacco in this or any other kind of medicinal type of a dried weed that you have. Stored right there. But for my purposes, it's going to be on medical marijuana and cannabis. So there's a little button right there that you press when you're using it. Has one more ceramic disc in here. Like it said, it comes right with it in case you burn that one out. Does have the cleaning brush. And of course, there's the USB cable. So there's really not much to this. And there must be where the charger port is, right here. And there's the press button. I guess you hold that button in and it heats that ceramic up. So I'm sure that this is completely dead. I'm going to go ahead and charge this. Of course, to charge that, we're going to take that apart. And it's not very long, maybe about 8 inches long. You'll plug it right in like you do your cell phone. It goes in one direction, like that. And I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and we'll see what happens. So a couple things I've learned with this that really weren't in the instructions. There are no instructions. So when you plug this into a power source, whether it be USB or a 110 adapter like this, go ahead and plug it in. You're going to see an LED light that lights up right there. It's red. And when that red light goes out, that means it's fully charged. There isn't a green or anything like that. Apparently it comes with half a charge from the factory, so then you need to charge it up fully when you get home. And that took about maybe 4 hours. So we'll go ahead and unplug this. And now we're ready to use it. Now some other things that I learned here. We'll roll it over to the power button. There's a lock on this. It's like a child lock or it's safety lock. That way, if anybody hits this, it won't heat up because it's in a lock mode. Right now, if you try to turn it on, there's nothing there. And how we'll show this a little further is there's a ceramic burner right there. And I've got the lights out right now so you can see it. If I press that button, nothing's happening. So what you want to do with this button is you want to depress it 5 times. 5 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see it blinking there? That means it's now activated. So if we press it, you see that starting to heat up? That means it's good to go. So it's live. Anytime you hit that button, it's going to heat up. We'll put that lock back on again. You depress it 5 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you see it blinking? Now it's locked. See there's no light lighting up? And the ceramic's not heating up, so we're in the lock mode. I just thought I'd share that with you. Now, the other side of this, you have a little plunger. It's spring-loaded. What that does is you put your dry herb in here. You see the screen? It's got a built-in screen there. And this is actually the part that you would pull your suction from, that you're going to suck off of so that you get your vapor. What it does is that dry will now fall out from here and it lays down on that ceramic coil, and when it heats up it activates that dry herb and then it turns into a vapor, which is smoke, and then you breathe that smoke back through here. Now if this gets clogged up a little bit with the herb that is burned up, that's now basically soot, you just press that out and you'll see that coming forward. That's how you eject it out. Or if it's packed in there too tight and you need to put more down on top of the ceramic, you push that and it'll drop down on the ceramic. So here we'll try to show this a little bit better for the container cup on the back. And you can see right there that this is made out of like a stainless steel. And you can see my finger goes in there a ways. And you can store your dry herb right there when you're not using it. This one doesn't have the silicone liner on it because this isn't for dabs or anything like that. It's just a dry herb pen. This is the Evolve D Plus by Yocan. So I hope that review on this works. Because of the PC police, I'm not going to put anything in there. We don't want to shut down the channel, but believe me, it works fine. A lot easier than having to have a lighter or wick or anything else, or one of those water bowls to smoke your medicinal herb with. This is going to make life a lot easier for you. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please click that button down there on the bottom. You never know what kind of video I'm going to come up with next. I appreciate it. Subscribe, share with your friends and family. And once again, good luck on your health journey. Take care.